Coco Gauff shines as Alexandra Eala debuts in dramatic Australian Open start. Gauff advances to the second round after a confident win, while Eala exits early despite a packed debut crowd and support from her American counterpart. Key points. Coco Gauff won her Australian Open first-round match against Kamila Rakimova 6-2, 6-3, advancing confidently as the tournament's third seed. Alexandra Eala made her Grand Slam main draw debut at the Australian Open but lost to Alicia Parks after winning the first set 6-0. Gauff and Eala share a professional and personal bond, having practiced together and formed a doubles partnership, enhancing their Australian Open experiences. Melbourne Park was buzzing with anticipation and drama on January 19, 2026, as the Australian Open roared into its second day. The spotlight shone brightly on American sensation Coco Gauff and Filipino trailblazer Alexandra Eala, two young stars whose paths crossed both on and off the court in fascinating ways. While Gauff surged through her opening round match with trademark confidence, Eala's much-anticipated debut was met with heartbreak, despite a crowd that packed the stands and queued in droves just to witness her first Grand Slam main draw appearance. Let's start with the young American, Coco Gauff. Entering the tournament as the third seed and hungry for her third Grand Slam title, but her first in Melbourne, Gauff faced Kamila Rakimova under the hot Australian sun. The match, played on Monday, January 19th, was a showcase of Gauff's power and poise. She dispatched Rakimova in straight sets, 6-2, 6-3, barely breaking a sweat. The victory marked a confident start for the 21-year-old, who's been candid about her ambitions. I think, well, I lost a couple first rounds before. I've always been able to pick it up. I try not to put so much pressure on myself at the first round. I think at this point I just want to win the tournament. Whether I win first round or in the finals, I don't think I'll be as satisfied. So until then, I'm okay, Gauff said in her post-match interview with compatriot Coco Vandeweghe. But Gauff's journey in Melbourne is about more than just her own performance. She's quick to point out the value of her practice sessions with Alexandra Eala, the left-handed Filipino rising star. Gauff is set to face another lefty, Olga Danilovic, in the second round, a match she's approaching with a strategic edge. I did practice with Alex Eala earlier. Hopefully, that practice will help me in tomorrow's match playing with a lefty, she explained on court. There's not many on tour, but like you said, Olga is a great player. She has beat some top players, especially at this tournament, so it's going to be a tough match, but I am looking forward to it. That respect between Gauff and Eala isn't just professional, it's personal. The two formed a doubles partnership at last year's Italian Open, a collaboration sparked when Eala reached out to Gauff via Instagram. Their camaraderie has blossomed since, making Eala's presence in Melbourne all the more significant for both players. For Alexandra Eala, the day was supposed to be a celebration. Making her Australian Open debut, she drew a packed crowd to court 6, fans queued in long lines, eager to catch a glimpse of the Philippine prodigy who's been making waves on the junior and challenger circuits. The excitement was palpable, social media buzzed with photos of the extraordinary turnout. Incredible queue to access court 6. The reason? The Philippine Alexandra Eala will play her first-round match at the Australian Open shortly, posted tennis journalist Quinton Moynet. Yet, tennis can be a cruel sport, and Eala's fairy tale start was not to be. Facing American Alicia Parks, Eala stormed out of the gates, taking the first set 6-0 and thrilling her supporters. But the momentum shifted dramatically. Parks, known for her powerful serve and never-say-die attitude, clawed her way back into the match. Eala's early dominance faded, and Parks ultimately secured the win, sending Eala home after just one round. The loss was a tough pill to swallow for the 20-year-old, who had hoped to make a deeper run in her first main draw appearance down under. Despite the disappointment, Eala's debut was historic for Philippine tennis. Rarely has a Filipino player drawn such crowds and media attention at a Grand Slam, and her journey continues to inspire young athletes back home. The stands, packed with supporters waving flags and chanting her name, were a testament to her growing influence in the sport. The day's action wasn't limited to Gauff and Eala. Australian favourite Alex de Minaur also advanced to the second round, much to the delight of the local fans. The men's draw saw a bit of history, too, as 10-time champion Novak Djokovic stepped onto Rod Laver Arena for a record-tying appearance, facing Spain's Pedro Martinez. Meanwhile, tennis legend Rafael Nadal confirmed his return to Melbourne for the Night of Legends exhibition event at Kia Arena, set to take place ahead of the men's final. The announcement sent a ripple of excitement through the tournament, as fans eagerly await another chance to see the Spanish great in action. Not all the news was rosy, however. The morning was marred by long queues at the gates, leaving many fans frustrated as they waited to enter Melbourne Park. On the courts, Canadian duo Felix Auger-Aliassime and Marina Stikusic both suffered severe cramping and were forced to retire from their respective matches, an unfortunate reminder of the physical demands of Grand Slam tennis. Back to Gauff, her mindset heading into the next round is as focused as ever. While she's made it clear that winning the tournament is her ultimate goal, she's also adopted a more mature perspective on handling pressure and expectations. I said in my press conference that winning is the only satisfying result. But that doesn't mean I'm not proud of myself throughout the tournament. I think I'll only be satisfied if I win. But I'm also proud of myself regardless of how I do in the tournament, Gauff reflected. It's a balanced approach, one that acknowledges the weight of ambition but also the importance of self-worth and growth. As the Australian Open continues to unfold, all eyes will be on Gauff as she prepares to face Olga Danilovic. The match promises to be a tactical battle, with Gauff's recent practice against Eala's left-handed game potentially tipping the scales. For Eala, the journey may have ended early, but her impact in Melbourne and the message she sends to aspiring athletes in the Philippines will linger long after the final ball is struck. Day 2 of the Australian Open delivered all the highs and lows tennis fans have come to expect: breakout performances, emotional exits, and the ever-present hope of seeing history made. As Coco Gauff advances and Alexandra Eala regroups, the tournament's storylines remain as compelling as ever. Melbourne Park, with its packed stands and electric atmosphere, continues to be the stage where dreams are chased and legends are born. Coco Gauff shines as Alexandra Eala debuts in a dramatic Australian Open start. Melbourne woke beneath a blue,